This is a tip for all you concealed carriers out there. With the weather getting colder, here's some things that you need to consider. You probably now are wearing a jacket, much like this one. If you are and you're carrying inside the waistband, keep in mind this is another piece of clothing that you're going to have to get around. For this reason, it might be a good idea to change out your holster from inside the waistband to outside the waistband. If you're new to this, you probably shouldn't actually change out your holster because you're trying to establish muscle memory. If you're not new to this, you should be able to change out your holster just fine, no problem. Something to consider though, if you do change out your holster, keep it in the same spot so that your muscle memory stays the same, and you also want to keep all the retentions the same as well. If you're going to keep your holster the same, that's fine. Just make sure that you practice with it so you know how to maneuver around the extra clothing. Something else to consider for cold weather. Now, I'm not a glove person, I just don't like them, but if you insist on wearing them, don't wear mittens. You don't want to look like a cartoon character yeeting your smoke wagon across the parking lot. So if you're going to wear gloves, make sure they have some kind of retention to them, and make sure they're thin enough to where it doesn't interfere with the trigger guard. For those of you that insist on wearing gloves during cold weather, I have a recommendation for you. Now, this video was sponsored by me, so I don't get paid for it. Something like this is what I would personally recommend. They're reasonably priced, they're thin, they're rated for 14-degree weather, works on touchscreens and won't slip out of your hand. By the way, I also have an Instagram, and I recently started a YouTube channel. There's not much on it yet, but if you could drop me a follow, I'd really appreciate it.